What's up, guys? I'm still a little bit under the weather, as you can probably tell from my voice, but we got some pretty major Star Wars news that I want to talk about. The good news is we now have release dates for the next 3 Star Wars films after The Rise of Skywalker. The bad news is we're going to have about a 3-year wait after Episode 9. The next films are going to come out in December of 2022, 2024, and 2026. 3 years does feel like a long time. I'm not crazy about that wait. I'm a little bummed by it, but by the time we get around to 2022, I know that people, including myself, of course, are going to be clamoring to see Star Wars on the big screen again. And it's not like we won't have any other Star Wars stories to hold us over. I mean, we're going to keep getting books and comics like we always do. And of course, we have TV shows like The Mandalorian, the Cassian Andor series, Star Wars Resistance, and maybe even more. I mean, Bob Iger has really been pushing Disney Plus, and I think that the 2 live-action series we've heard about are probably not the only thing that they're looking into. I mean, there have been rumors about a lot of different series, so I think that there's still going to be a lot of on-screen Star Wars to look forward to, and they're probably going to work on building up their TV presence a little while they develop these new films. And there's also an Indiana Jones movie coming in 2021, and I'm sure I'll cover that because that's one of my other major film loves, and it's a Lucasfilm property, so, why not? Now, my question is, which films are these? Are these the Benioff Weiss series, or is it the Rian Johnson series, or is it a mix of both? I guess my current guess would be that it's a mix. So, like, in 2022, we would get Benioff and Weiss 1, 2024 would be Rian Johnson, and then 2026 would be back to Benioff and Weiss. I only say that because I know that both Benioff and Weiss and Rian Johnson, both teams have said that they are going to head back into Star Wars, or for Benioff Weiss, they're going to Star Wars for the first time after wrapping up their respective projects, which would be Knives Out for Rian Johnson and, of course, Game of Thrones for Benioff and Weiss. I've heard tell that the Benioff and Weiss films would be next on the docket for Lucasfilm, but I just don't see them waiting for either of those projects to start releasing until 2028. So to me, it makes sense to kind of bounce back and forth. I also wouldn't really be surprised if eventually we got some more announcements that maybe we would get some Star Wars films in 2023, 25, and 27. I'm a little surprised that they are really spreading them out every 2 years now. That seems like a real overreaction after what happened with Solo. A lot of people blamed just that it was only 5 months after The Last Jedi, and Kathleen Kennedy said that was kind of an experiment to see if they could do more than one film a year. And I think that that's just too much. Like, I agree that it did feel like too many films at one time, but keep it at one a year instead of one every 6 months. I don't think that we need to go all the way back to one every 2 years, because I thought that one a year was working pretty well. So I'm kind of surprised that they would be doing that all of a sudden. I think it's maybe more likely that we haven't heard all of the announcements, but for right now, with the information that we're given, I'm going to assume that we're going to alternate between projects rather than just like wait for almost 10 years to start releasing another one. The release schedule just seems kind of odd, and I feel like maybe we just don't have all of the information yet. I will say that if we were to get movies in 2023, 25, and 27, I know that's when like the Avatar sequels are coming out, and they maybe would move those movies to May instead of December to avoid that competition. But I'm also like, does anyone really care about the Avatar sequels? I mean, I liked the first one fine, but I'm not really hyped about 2, 3, 4, and 5. I don't know if other people are, but I don't know. So yeah, right now I'm just kind of bummed about the 3-year hiatus after episode 9. But glass half full. I think it's going to be great to build up more hype again, and it's way better than the wait between the originals and the prequels, and then the prequels and the sequels. So glass half full there. And again, there's going to be so many other projects to keep us busy. I'm sure that there are plenty that haven't even been announced yet, and I'm already excited about some of the book-specific projects they've announced, like Project Luminous. I think that there's still going to be a lot to hold us over. It's not like Star Wars is going anywhere, and I bet we're going to hear a lot about these untitled projects coming up in Celebration Anaheim next year. But for now, how are you guys feeling about all this? Are you excited to at least know something? I mean, I will admit that's a bit of a relief to me to at least know what to expect and when, even if it's not everything, hopefully, fingers crossed. But yeah, let us know what you think in the comments. If you haven't already, please like this video, subscribe to the channel to keep up with Star Wars news every single day, follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, and consider checking out our Patreon page. As always, thanks for watching, and may the Force be with you.